firebox first, don't you?
Yeah, we can start with it. Yeah.
People are going to go, well, where's the fire built?
All right, so tell me about the firebox.
All right, so anyway, this is what we call a Smokin GrOven. It's a grill oven. That's how we came up, actually my wife came up with the name GrOven. But it's wood-fired or lump charcoal, and this is your firebox where you build your fire. You can start it with lump charcoal and then go to real wood and actually have a campfire that you can hang out with. I've got a vent for low and slow when you want to control your amount of air this way. And if you notice, there's 4 knurl nuts. That is a whole assembly that comes out, and there's a plate that also then attaches for what they call flame boss assembly, which is a fan-driven temperature probe goes into the oven to maintain whatever. Let's say you got it set at 225. It'll hold that temperature. I recently did a 20-pound bag of lump charcoal with one little small log and went 36 hours at 225.
You're going to show that to us on the other one, right? The other grill. Actually, here it is right here.
Yeah, and I'm working on a full housing assembly and the wires within the unit itself, so you don't see any wiring. It's totally battery powered, so you don't have to plug it in. You're not tethered to an electrical outlet.
Cool.
So it's really the best of all worlds for brisket or pulled pork or pork butts.
So if you go around this, you can see that it's very mobile with these nice large casters. And you've got an accessory shelf here where you can hang your tools.
The workstation
it folds down as well. Temperature gauge, as well as an electronic.
The temperature gauge goes to 750. I actually, because of this sliding lid.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay.
Because of the sliding lid, you can sear steaks right here, funneling all the energy of that wood fire right up through this chimney. And I've cooked at 700 degrees here cooking steaks.
Nice. And up here at the top you've got a damper.
And then if you're doing low and slow, you have this for controlling your airflow and rate of burn. Then you have a oven door, and you actually have a total of 5 levels of cooking. On these 4 levels, I've actually gotten 80 chicken thighs at one time.
And your 5th grade is where?
It's a slot for it. There's not a 5th grade, there's 4 grades.
Okay.
And then if you look inside here, there's 2 what I call heat diverters that allow you to change the flow of the direction to get the most even heat footprint throughout the cooking chamber.
Nice. What's that down below?
Down below is a grease tray.
Like a drip pan.
As a drip pan, but what you do is you put, about halfway full, you fill that with unscented clay cat litter,
right.
And it'll just suck up that grease like crazy. What you don't want to ever have, not that this can't handle it, but you just don't want to ever have a grease fire.
Right.
So that absorbs that.
And I see on the door you've got like a diverter there. What's the purpose of that?
That is for any kind of fat drippings as the meat's cooking, that it drips back inside the unit itself.
Oh, that's smart.
The unit itself is complete.
Got a bottle opener.
Oh yeah, that's mandatory. If I could figure out a wine opener, I would have put it on it too. But if you look, when you get into the details of the GrOven, it's completely insulated.
You can see how thick this door is.
Right. And so I was concerned about temperature to a young child that might touch it. I've actually had fires where the inside liner is 1100 degrees on the interior, and the exterior shot with an IR gun is in the low 200s.
Nice. Safety.
Yes.
And the casters are locking.
Oh yeah, and very good heavy duty casters.
What's this weigh?
This thing weighs 800 pounds.
Wow. And tell me about this one over here, the green thing.
Well, the green is the same as the, oh by the way, storage for your, you can't cook right over the firebox. In fact, I have a patent that because of the top lid sliding, I can redirect the flame of that fire to where it's being sucked in. Now you can put steaks directly over a fire that you normally couldn't.
Without burning them.
Without burning them, and they will, without the flame touching, they'll sear in 3 minutes aside.
Nice.
And this is storage for them.
Storage, nice.
So this is the same size. I can do 16 racks of baby back ribs in here and 12 St. Louis ribs.
So the benefit of this
one other
is...
feature I want to show you.
Yeah.
Sometimes, one night I had a real nice fire going. It's really a nice campfire when you've got it done right. And I was hovering around 450 in there in the cook chamber with the lid open. And you have to have this open if you're going to do this. But I have these two arms that come up out of the firebox, and that allows me to shut the lid to that point. So the fire is still getting full oxygen, but what I've done is I've taken a higher percentage of the heat coming off that fire and directed it into the chimney. And I've seen within 1 minute the temperature go from 450 to 650.
Wow.
And then the second I open it, it relieves itself again and you can go back down. So you can put extra heat up there. You have so much control, it's incredible once you understand the process.
Explain this flame boss to me.
Okay, so you have a fan that is driven. It's a variable speed fan. It ties into this control panel, the Flame Boss 200, which is a Wi-Fi, so you can actually tie in. Once you're on the Wi-Fi, you can go anywhere and see what your temperature of your meat is and what the temperature of your oven is.
Right on your phone.
Right on your phone. You have this battery, and at full output, 100% output of that fan, this will run 11 hours. But once we're up to temp, let's say 225, because we're fully insulated, it's hardly working. And I don't know for sure yet, but I would think it would go 20 hours. But you're not tethered in any way.
Nice.
The two probes in the oven portion, one is for meat, one is a alligator clip that you can put it right next to what you're cooking to know exactly what the temp is. The other one is a meat probe pin.
Interior
actually
temperatures
penetrates the meat.
Nice.
So it takes all the pressure off of somebody.
So the Smokin' GrOven.
Yes,
It's awesome. So Jim, next video you're going to do some cooking.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've spent more line time than anybody. I got to show you what I know.
Absolutely. Okay. Over and out.
All right.